Good good afternoon. This is Ivan O'Mara. I decided to make a video today. Oh, man, you're not pumping out videos every day. No, guys, when I told you I'm not pumping out videos every day, I mean it. Now I have my laptop. I'm watching movies, shows, and YouTube. I don't really care about this channel, obviously. I'll be doing on average 1 to 2 videos a week. So I did a video Monday. I'll do one to. I was gonna do one tomorrow, but I decided to do one today. And my next video might be maybe Wednesday, next Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I might do one maybe Saturday. So I'm only gonna do maybe 2 videos a week now. That's enough because I don't care about this channel, guys. Yo, Ivan, you're starting to figure out your channel? Yes, I'm starting to figure out about my channel. I don't care about this channel. I don't get paid for this shit. I don't do long videos anymore either because I'm tired. I don't get paid for this shit. Hence why I don't really care about this channel. If you guys are pissed off about my point, I was everything you get, what you deserve. You want to keep behind the scenes, Ivan's got behind the scenes. There you go. I don't get paid for this, guys. Would you pump out videos every day for the world if you're not getting paid for it and the world act like you watch them? No, I wouldn't, yeah. I'm so nice enough to pump out maybe 1 or 2 videos a week. I'm not doing the everyday thing anymore, guys. I'm being serious. I'm only going to do maybe 2 videos a week. I did one Wednesday. I'm doing one today. Tomorrow I'm going to get my hair done. I'm not going to make a video tomorrow. I'll make my next video maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's it. And maybe one Saturday, Sunday. That's going to be the weekly cycle of Ivan's videos. If you're pissed off, guys, I'm sorry, man. You get what you deserve. I'm not going to have guys do like that. You want to keep behind the scenes. I don't get paid for this shit. Ivan's got behind the scenes. There you go. You get what you deserve. Sarah? Tomorrow I'm getting my hair done. Finally, man, my dreads will be longer, like past down my ears. Yeah, Ivan, you're not gonna let us do poo like that. No, like you cause a mess of my life and you make fun of the mess. You're also gonna pay too when I'm getting. I'm being serious, guys. I'm not making any bills for you when I'm getting, man. Zero. Get what you deserve. There you go. Put my stats on and talk about me, and I get paid for it, I'll make reels for you. But you're not going to do that, so I'm not going to waste my time making reels for you. This series will be missed for generations to come, and I'm going to live that amazing life with VJ. You're left behind. There you go. Sarah? Yeah. Why did you go over your book? Yeah, I did. I'm almost done walking with the ancestors, guys. So far, I went over like 40 pages, I think. I'm almost done the chapter. It doesn't take that long. I've been consistent for the past like 3 days. I went over my book. I passed the ancestor scene. I passed the first. I passed the scene when with the ancestors, the first scene, but the second scene's at the end of the chapter. I'm not there yet, but I'm almost done the chapter, guys. And I have one chapter left, War and Becoming King. And what I might do is I might go over some sections in Volume 1 and 2. I might pause on a few things here and there too. I fixed up the manned up scene that my younger stepbrother added. I fixed that up. I fixed it up, obviously. Are you tweaking a few things? Yeah, I'm tweaking a few things here. Now I added so far I added a good maybe 1,000 words of tweaking around there, right? 800 words of tweaking. Like a lot of the stiff sections in Volume 3, I fixed it up. The stiffer scenes, right? With the stiffer dialogue, I fixed it up, obviously. Sarah? This will be a 40 video, guys. I'm done. 45 video, I'm done, guys. And I'll make a video maybe next Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, if you're not doing anything anymore, no. I'm not. I don't care about this channel, guys. I don't get paid for this. And you guys don't talk about me in public. I'm not making videos for you every day anymore. You don't deserve. You're bummed out and pissed off. I'm sorry, man. It's your fault. You chose to keep behind the scenes. Don't blame anybody else but yourself, man. You would have seen me in the public eye every day with YouTube and everything. You fucking stupid people, man. You're pissed off for something that's your fault. Like, you chose to keep behind the scenes, guys. So now that I'm kept behind the scenes, yeah, if it's a setup. If the only way we're gonna be saved is if you make videos on our channel, yes, but you know I'm not gonna let you do like that, man. I'm peacing out with VJ when I'm king. I'm gonna forget about this channel. I don't care about this channel, guys. As I haven't made a video in what, like 2-3 days. I don't care about this channel, guys. Yeah. I'm watching movie. Yesterday I saw E.T. I saw E.T. yesterday, and I'm currently finishing The Wild Robot. E.T. was a good movie. It's not my favorite Steven Spielberg's movie, but it was a good movie. I heard it was very, very popular back in the early 80s. It beat out George Lucas' Star Wars. That's how popular it was. And you get a lot of that Star Wars theme in E.T. with the soundtrack, because John Williams composed the score for E.T. I'm like, yeah, it's very similar to Star Wars, the soundtrack. E.T. was a good movie. Not my favorite Steven Spielberg's movie, but it was a good movie. My favorite Steven Spielberg's movie is Jurassic Park. And then Jaws is a close second. And I heard Empire of the Sun is an amazing movie too, but I haven't seen that yet with, yeah. Alright, man, you got some balls, man. You think Xanus will be better than E.T. and Jurassic Park? Yes, guys, you're looking at a better movie. Even though Steven Spielberg is a legend, he's arguably the greatest director ever. Xanus will be better than even his movies, man. Xanus is a masterpiece. As when Steven Spielberg and George Lucas and all these famous directors know how to read my book, they're all gonna be shocked, like, holy shit, man, this is a masterpiece, man. This is the greatest story ever told. Yes, it is. Greatest story ever told. That's why the gate's going to control it, obviously. Because they know I wrote a masterpiece. They want to steal your money, Ivan, and take your billions, yeah, because they don't want you to own a masterpiece. That's why the gate's going to control it. Because they know you did it, Ivan. You wrote a masterpiece, man. But zero, that money's mine. You're not touching it. There you go. Yeah. Yo, Ivan, you're not touching a dime of our money. Yeah, you're also not touching a dime of our money either. You said zero to me when I was born. Ivan's not touching a dime of money. Only let him make like his 20 grand, 12 grand a year. Whatever it is, working minimum wage, but do not let him make his 100K, 200K a year. He's not touching a dime of money. They know I'm powerful. I have the keys. Unless he sells to me. Why do the entrepreneurs do? Because they envy me and VJ's wealth. At the same time, they know if they open the door for me and I don't sell to them, I control my money. They don't want me to control my money. That's why they're like, okay, Lockerose and Ivan, only let him make money unless he sells to us. That way we can guard. It's a trap. That way we can guard the door on his career, him and VJ's career. That's why they want me to sell. Otherwise, they won't let me make money. That's why I came in with the keys. That way I can control my money and their families don't do me, man. Sarah. And the whole thing is set up whereby Ivan and VJ cannot sell. They both have to be fresh for the relationship to work. That's why it's a setup, obviously. Either you let Ivan make his free money, or you make him pay. But if you make him pay, he has to say Victoria Justice. He'll cry heavy tears, and he pieces out, and he's kept behind the scenes, and the world's left behind. It's a setup, obviously. You can't do God here. Me and VJ cannot sell, because VJ has to be fresh for the relationship to work. She has to see the light. That's why it's a setup, obviously. The gates know that, but they don't care. Yeah, we don't care if VJ sees hell. You know what I'm saying? You have to bow to us. I'm like, yeah, fuck you guys. I'm not going to let you destroy my life like that. This money's mine. You're not touching my money, man. You're not touching my money. There you go. The billions off this Xanus book is mine. It's not for you, it's for me. Just like the money around the world's for you. If you want to be a greedy pig and not let me make any money, whatever. But if I write my Xanus book, that money's mine. You're not touching it. That money's for me, VJ. It's not for you. You're just a greedy pig, man. Yeah, man. Ivan, God gave you the keys. That way you don't sell the gatekeepers. There's a reason why he gave you the keys, because he knew they were consuming their envy. They're going to lock the doors if you sell. And you're not going to make your money, man. You'll be lucky to make maybe $30 million off your book, Ivan. They're going to dupe you, man. $40 million off your book you're lucky to make. And they're going to steal all the publishing houses are going to steal all your billions, man. And give you the peanuts, man. Well, that money, all that money belongs to you, Ivan. You have the keys. You wrote the book. That money's yours. It's not the gatekeepers. It's for you and VJ. It's not for them. They're just greedy psychopaths, Ivan. Sarah. So you're not gonna let those guys take your money? No way, man. Not after what you did to me and you put me through my life, man. There's no way I'm gonna let you take my money after causing that mess and doing that evil to me and locking all doors on me and hiding your wealth from me too. So I find out that you're the gatekeeper, which means you hid your wealth from me for 40 years. You don't want me to be a part of your rich life because you don't like me. And you kept me poor collecting welfare, $600 a month. welfare. I make like 12 grand a year working and collecting welfare. You think I'm gonna let you take my money? You're crazy, man. These billions are for me, VJ. It's not for you. You're not touching it. It's zero. It's for me, VJ. It's not for you. You're not touching it. And they're pissed off because they know they can't guard their own right brand. Yeah, the only thing we can do is just kill Ivan. We can't touch his money. He didn't sell to us. And he has the keys. That's billions are gonna VJ. Fuck, I don't want to make it not money. I want it to be under us. I want to guard it on his career to dupe him. Yes, but you're not gonna dupe me. You dupe Victoria Justice, you're gonna dupe me too. I'm not an idiot. I figured out, man. You can't dupe God here. Yeah, I even figured out, man. We dupe Victoria Justice as you did. She has the keys. She's only worth like $12 million. Which means, Ivan, the gatekeepers won't even let VG be worth $100 million, Ivan. That's how psychotic they are. They have a greed sickness, man. A devil and envy, man. That's why I came with the keys, that way they don't dupe me, man. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them, look, man, this money off the Xanus brand is mine, and it's for me, VJ, it's not for you. Oh, it belongs to us. I'm like, no, it doesn't. You didn't write my book, man. Ivan, we're the gatekeepers. Yeah, you may be the gatekeeper, but you're not God, man. You didn't create this place. You're not the rightful heir of me, VJ, or not you. You're not God, man. You may be the gate god, but you're not the true God who created the universe. Me and VJ are heads. You're not touching my money, man. This money is for me, VJ. It's not for you. You're just a greedy pig. Samsara? You're a greedy animal. Why? How much money do you think you'll make off your book? Well, there's 1.5 billion English-speaking people in the world, according to Google. So if 1.5 billion people, it's most likely not 1.5 billion because a lot of that is kids, right? Maybe a good 1 point, maybe, if 1 billion people buy a book, I'll be pulling in at least my 18, 19, 20 billion dollars based off the math. But it just depends how much people buy the print. If more people buy the print than the ebook, I can make maybe 30, 40. It just depends. But chances are most people are going to buy the ebook. So I'll make probably my 20 billion, 21, 22 billion dollars of the book, obviously. A lot of money. That's how each hour. How's my job? Your book, by the way. I made like $23 million. You made $23 million off your book. Yeah, she's like, holy shit, that's a lot of money. You won the lottery with that money. I know. I won the lottery with that money. Obviously. I can start that film studio. Scarce Entertainment. I can make Xanus into a movie, my book. Adapt my book into a movie. You're looking at the greatest story ever told. Looking at a masterpiece. The greatest story ever told, man. Looking at a masterpiece. Yeah. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and make my hamburger. I'll be back in a sec. Hope you guys on the show. Don't hate me, Alrighty, guys. Sorry for the long wait. Well, upstairs to get my hamburger. Leftovers from yesterday, right? He's like, yeah, Ivan, they're greedy pigs. Oh, yeah. Hebrews are greedy pigs. They don't care about you, right? You have to be a psychopath to make your tens of trillions every year and keep a guy poor working minimum wage. You have to be a psychopath to do that. That's why I came in with the keys, or they don't do it, man. Ivan, the families have been making their trillions every year since you were born. So you do the math how much money they made over the past 33 years. They make 70 trillion every year, 50 trillion every year. In 30 years, how much money is that? That's like quadrillions of dollars. 900 trillion quadrillions of dollars. They're making all that money while they're keeping you poor working minimum wage. You not let those greedy guys take your money out of those billions off the books for you, beach. It's not for them, man. They know it. It's your money, it's not theirs. They're just greedy pigs. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, I've been saying envy. Yeah, they have an envy, man. They can't stand the fact of me and VJ being that rich, living that life. When you know what deserves that life, man, we created this place. You did it, man. We're the rightful heirs, not you. You're just blinded by your envy, man. You know. Yo, I'm sorry, man. I can't stand the fact of you making all that money. Making your 23 billion off your book and making your, I don't know, your 80, 100 billion off your Xanus, man. I can't stand that, Ivan. I'm envious. I don't want you making that money. You just want to be making all that money. I'm like, yeah, but even if I make 100 billion off the Xanus brand for the movie merchant game, it's not the tens of trillions you're making. Yeah, Ivan, it's pocket change, but I'm envious. I can't stand the fact you making that money, Ivan. And you're too powerful. You have the keys. Obviously, because I can turn my business into easy billions. I have the keys to the kingdom. I'm sorry. Yeah. I have the keys to the kingdom, obviously. But restaurants, hotels, and parks are risky. Even though I have the keys, I can lose money. Because the world doesn't really care about an Ivan hotel, an Ivan restaurant, an Ivan park. That could flop. Whereas movies, games, and merch, I know that will make money. Because that's glory, right? Movies is glory. They also told me, yeah, Ivan, the best business for you to start is a film studio, Ivan. That's where you're going to make your money, because that's glory. The world will pay to see you and BJ in a movie. That's glory, Ivan. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. It's glory. That's where I make the real money, the movies, obviously, and the merchandise and the game. That's all glory. I'm sorry. That's all glory, obviously. So that's how much money you're going to make off your book. I mean, your movie. Yeah, if it's James Brown, I'll be pulling in at least my 50 plus $1 billion. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 billion off the brand. The game, this is the combined earnings, right? The game, movie, and merch, it's easily 50 plus $1 billion. 50, 60, 70, 80 billion dollars, maybe $70 billion I make off movie merch and games. A lot of money. The gays don't only making that kind of money because they're greedy pigs. Even though they make their trillions every year, tens of trillions every year. Fucking greedy. Oh, I'm sorry, I have a psychotic envy towards you, VJ. I don't want you being that rich. Look, man, I deserve to be that rich, man. I created this place. You didn't. I deserve to be that rich. I'm the heir, not you. You didn't create this place, don't you? I'm saying, yeah. So, Sarah. Well, they tell you they're the gate gods. Yeah, they will. They're like, yeah, we're the gate gods, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, you may be the gate god, but you're not the true god. I'm the true god. They're like, Ivan, you're not, who do you think you are? You think you're God? I'm like, yes. There's a reason why you're trapping me right now because you know I'm powerful. Why did you lock the doors on me if I'm not special? You know I'm God. You just don't want to admit that I'm God because you what? You have your Antichrist spirit, obviously, right? Yeah. He who denies that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh, that is the spirit of Antichrist, and that's the spirit that you guys have. You guys know I'm God, but you act like I'm not God, obviously, because you see hell. Yeah, we see hell. We're never gonna admit that you're God. But you know I'm God. Yeah, we know you're God. I know we're never gonna admit that you're God because we see hell. You guys are psychopaths, obviously. You even act like BJ's not my wife. You guys are crazy people, man. Yeah, it's part of the game, Ivan. Protect Zoan. We don't want you guys being together. We don't want you being gay. We have to act like you guys are not even husband and wife. Obviously, you guys are crazy people, man. Yeah. What was that, guys? I'll talk for another 50 minutes. I'm done. Why? You don't make long videos anymore. No, I don't have the energy to talk for an hour for minutes anymore. I don't get paid for this shit, guys. You guys deserve. My next video I'll make Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm not doing everyday videos for you guys anymore. You guys deserve it. I'm gonna forget about this channel eventually until I pay this. Once I lose the weight and I get a girlfriend and everything, I'm probably gonna forget about this channel, guys. As I'm not doing everyday videos for you guys. You get what you fucking deserve. You want to keep me behind these. I'm not making any videos for you guys every day, man. I'm not getting paid for it. Oh, Ivan watches himself. Yeah, if you want to be a dealer, then I'm not making videos for you every day. You get what you deserve, don't you? I'm saying, yeah. It's your fault, right? Yeah. Guys, what else up, man? I'm like, no, John, you get 10. I'm not paying you 110, John, so I'll be greedy. Yeah. Watch out for the greedy hall agents. I'm the greedy, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. So Ivan, you and VJ are gonna sign the actors. Yes, me and VJ are gonna sign the Hollywood actors. Me and VJ handle the contracts for the actors, the cinematographers, and the visual effects team. But all the other crewmen in Hollywood, my presidents, my chosen presidents, will be signing those guys. Obviously, that way it takes the trust out of me and VJ. But me and VJ will still do the takeouts with them. We'll still part up with them. But we're not gonna sign the rest of the crewmen. We have to focus on practicing our lines second year and do our weight training, all that stuff, our dialect training. No, dialect training is third year. Yeah, we have to memorize our lines, practice our lines, a lot of work, man. Yeah. Yeah. Sarah? Will you be practicing your lines every day? Yes. Me, VJ, I'm gonna tell VJ, we have to practice our lines every single day. Second year. So by third year, when the actors are all flown to Vancouver to do their tackle training, everyone should have the lines memorized. But to refresh their memory, we do table reads like 5 days a week to refresh our memory. It's good to do table reads third year. Obviously, in my yacht, in my house, in my office, I do table reads there, right, with the Hollywood actors. That's why they're getting spoiled. Nice fucking perks, man. Yeah, I did table reads in Ivan's yacht, man. You did a table read in the yacht. Yeah, I did a table read in his yacht. He has a nice fucking yacht, man. Yeah, you guys will see that in a documentary, obviously. I'm gonna have them film some of the table reads in the yacht and everything. Look at an amazing documentary, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Peter Jackson want more money? Yeah, he will. He's greedy, man. He might want 300 million, 400 million. What about 400 million for the merch and 450 million for the game? Like, no, Peter, you get 250 million for the game and 200 million for the merch, and your 850 million for the film profits. That's enough. I'm not paying more money. That's a 1.6 billion deal in your New Zealand money. That's enough money, Peter. Stop being greedy. It's a deal, Ivan. I'm just messaging you, man. That's not money for me. Yeah, Peter, stop being greedy. That's a good deal for you and your agent. Yeah, he's like, Ivan, that's a good deal for Peter. Holy shit, Ivan, that's a mega deal. This is the biggest contract ever in history for a director. Yes, a 1.6 billion deal in your New Zealand money. 1.3 Canadian, 1.6 billion New Zealand is a massive deal for Peter. He's just greedy. He wants more money, obviously. What about that nice like 20 million for speaking? I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not giving you $20 million of my money. You get an equal amount with everyone else. You get your 5 hour, 6 million speaking with everyone else. And Mel Gibson too. I'm not paying you guys more money, man. This is enough. If you don't like it, then don't go. You don't have to come with me for the world tour. You're missing out on your millions for speaking, right? Yeah. All the world tour will be like, well, have you guys seen K-pop Demons? I saw the movie a couple days ago. Yeah, last week. Uh, a couple days ago, I saw the movie. Yeah, I think some of that for the world tour. The actors are staying at suites, like nice fucking suites and everything, man. Yeah, man. And you have their agents and managers and everything. Yeah, like looking at a crazy world tour. They're getting paid a lot of money for it too. Like 4 or 5, probably $5, $6 million in speaking. Because my world tour is worldwide. Looking at maybe 80 places I speak at. What if like 150 people want to see you speak? I'm gonna say no. I can't speak at 150 places. That's too much. I don't mind doing 80, 90. I'm not gonna peak any higher than 100 places, man. If it's more than 100, I'm gonna have to turn down some offers. More than 100 is just too much. They're gonna wear us out. I'll make more money, but it's just too much. But chances are, I'm gonna tell the team, limit if it's limited at 80 million at 80 80 places. Anything over 80, decline it. That way you don't wear us out. Some Sarah? No, anything over 100, decline it. 100 places is enough. That's enough money. If I speak at 100 places, the actors will be making like their $7 million in speaking, 7.5 million in speaking. They're making even more in speaking. So it can range from $5 to $7.5 million in speaking with Hollywood actors. But I'm gonna tell John Boyega, Von Jojo, and Jim Monsoon, all those guys, you have to give 10% of your money to your agents, guys, right? Remember that. Yeah, we know, yeah. You have to give your money to your agent, guys. Otherwise they can your team, your managers and your agents, they have to get paid. They're at 10%, right? In Hollywood they get 10% of the agents or managers. You have to give that money to your agent, guys. Whereas me and VJ don't have an agent, obviously. We have assistants who are as our head of production and our secretaries. We don't have agents. Me and VJ don't need agents. We have the keys. We're the boss. We don't need agents, obviously. But the actors have agents. The Hollywood actors have to represent my agents, obviously, to work with my company. Which is like William Morrison, Deaver, those big agencies. They're going to be in my database. Those agents and managers are representing the Hollywood actors. The agents have to get paid, obviously, right? That's why, because they know me and VJ are going to make our tens of billions on the movie merchant game, the agents want a bigger cut of the pie. Obviously. They want a bigger cut of the pie because they're greedy, obviously. Alright, what about like 20 million for John Boyega? I'm like, no, John Boyega's on worth 20. He gets 10 million. I'm not paying more than that. So I'm being greedy, guys. So Sarah. Alright, what about 10 for Von Jojo of the royalties? No, Von Jojo gets 5.5. Von Jojo signed like a 16, 17, even 18 million deal. It depends how much money he makes in speaking. He signed like a 16, 17 million deal. That's not money for Von Jojo. $17 million is 10.2 million after taxes. Yeah. So Von Jojo is walking away like 9 million in his bank after taxes. That's a lot of money for him, man. You'll be shocked. He's like, holy shit, Ivan, like a 16, 17 million deal. You know, I'm not even worth this. Like, this is how much A-list is making out. I know Von Jojo, but I'm paying you this. That way you work hard for me. And he destroys Open Power. He works hard for me because he's getting paid. Von Jojo's getting paid, obviously. Sarah. That's why me and VJ are so boss. Yeah, and VJ will have that cocky smirk on her face and say, "Hey, I got a Von Jojo. Remember me in Victorious when I had a shitty career? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm boss live and I'm paying you guys your salary. I signed that mega deal with Amazon Live, and yeah, Victoria Justice is bragging and all that stuff. Yeah, she's bragging. Yeah, Victoria Justice is bragging, obviously. She's bragging. Yeah. Yeah, your car will blow out the water. Oh, yeah, my car will blow out the water. Actors get to fly on me. VJ is like private, incredible, I don't know, our $350, $400 million like jet, man. And our cheaper, like $80 million jet, they fly on, man. I'm gonna renovate like Incredibles. They're gonna be flying on a jet like that, man. Nice fucking perk. Yeah, man. Nice perk. That's why I gotta give you the keys, Ivan. That way you can live that life with VJ. And the gates don't do you. Because if you sell the gates, Ivan, you're not going to live that life with VJ. You'll be rich. They'll let you be worth maybe your $50, $60, $70 million. But if you're only worth $50 million, you're not living that life. Like, I can't even afford a jet with $50 million. Me and VJ can build maybe a $6 million house, but it's not a $1 billion house maybe you're going to build. If you make $23, $24 million off your book, Ivan, you can build a $1 billion house with VJ. But that's unheard of. That's like Incredibles, man. Something unheard of, like I showed you guys, right? That's unheard of. Yeah. That's unheard of. Yeah. That's why me and VJ have been living the life. You guys are like shit. Yeah, man, all I didn't read you're a king and queen, you live that amazing life, and we're all left behind. Yeah, you're left behind, you're not saved. Get what you deserve. Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. What was under, guys? Yeah. Boy, get my hair done. Get my hair done tomorrow. Finally. My dreads will be like down a bit past my ear. And in 2026, my dreads will be down to maybe a bit past my chin. Then 2027 will be down to my shoulders. Like my nostalgia video I showed you guys. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, the Hollywood actors agents will want to get more money. Of course they will, because everyone in this world wants to make more money for themselves. They might ask for 20 million for John Boyega, 2 million for the game, and maybe 3 million for the profits of the game for John Boyega. I'm like, no, John gets 2 million for the game, 1.9, 2 million for the game. He doesn't get royalties for the game. He doesn't get royalties for the merch either. For the merch, you can pay John is $500,000. That's good enough for him. But for the film profits, I'll give him 10 million. That's a good deal for John Boyega. He sound like a 20. John Boyega sound like a 27 to like 30 million deal, depending on how much money he makes in speaking. Because the actors might make even 7 million in speaking. It just depends on what places I speak at. Obviously, 5 to 7 million. John sound like a 27 to 30 million deal in Canadian money, which is like, I don't know, 15, 16 million in his pounds. He's making like his 8 million after taxes. John Boyega, a lot of money for him. 7.9, 8 million after taxes. John Boyega. It's a deal, man. I'm saying, yeah, he sounds like a cost. John Boyega, yeah. I man, like, I'm not even worth this, and this is way more money than what I made for Star Wars. Ivan, yeah, John. How much did you make for Star Wars, John? Yeah, I made like 1 million, like 7 for Rise of Skywalker, Ivan. Yeah, this is more money, way more money than we made for Star Wars, John. And so work hard for me, right? For Xanus, right? Yeah. You really went over your book today? Yeah, I did. I went over my book today. Early when I woke up, I worked on my book immediately. Almost done walking with the ancestors, guys. Almost done. I'm now moving on to the final chapter, and I'm done going over my book. And now I just have to save. I have to save the money now. Save like $2,000. But next paycheck, I can only save $100. I have to pay off revenue. Pay off most of revenue Quebec. I'll put $250 towards paying off revenue Quebec. And then early next year, they'll take like about $40 of my money, and I almost paid it off, obviously. So starting January next year, I'll be able to start saving 350, 350 at the end of every month. So starting in the end of December, when I get my welfare check, I can save 350. But next paycheck, I have to put like $250 of my money towards paying off the majority of my debt I owe to Revenue Quebec. And I pray to God I don't owe Welfare Quebec money, because I have to pay off like $800, guys, last year for taxes, man. Back end taxes, which is bullshit. The gatekeeper sabotaged my taxes. Yeah, I paid my fucking taxes, man. I don't get it, man. I'll tell you, no, Ivan, they're wicked people. They don't want you being gay and queen. They don't care about you. Yeah, I don't care if Ivan works minimum wage. He only makes $12,000 a year. Let's have him pay like $800 taxes. Have him pay off the $60 insurance, because they're crazy people. Even though we make our choices every year, they're crazy people. That's why I came with the keys, man. That way they don't do me, man. They're psychopaths. That's why I came with the keys. The way they don't touch my money. The money's mine. They're not touching it. There you go. Sarah. All right, how long is your book? My book is about 200,000 words. So it'll be about an 800-page novel. It's a long novel. Most fantasy books are about 120,000 words around there. Mine's 200,000 words. But Way of Kings and Malazan and like Game of Thrones are long books. Those books are like 1,000+ pages, man. My book is not 1,000 pages. It's like an 800-page book. It's a long book, but because it's a masterpiece and it's so entertaining, you can binge the whole thing in one day. You can binge the whole thing in one day because it's so entertaining. The book, it's an amazing story. Got some Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. Your stepmother really tell you books number one. Yeah, she did. Yeah, even that book you wrote's number one, and Hollywood Love is to be all over your story. That's what she told me. Yeah, she told me that. Hollywood would love this. That's what she told me. Yeah, Hollywood would love this. She told me that. They'd be all over your story. Hence, if I sold out, there'd be a bidding war. If let's say I sold out, God forbid, and they put me with Panorama House, obviously there'd be a huge bidding war in Hollywood over the brand. Because I don't own the brand anymore, the Gates own it. I have no power to say where the brand goes. They have that power because I sold out to them, but I'm not selling out to them. I'm speaking hypothetically here. There'd be a big bidding war over my brand. But the Xanus brand's mine. I have the keys. I don't need you. I don't need Hollywood. I can fund the movie with my own money for more money than what even Hollywood can fund it for. I can start a film Zoo Bear Hall with that money. So why the fuck would I be in Hollywood and have the Gates too? I have the keys. Only my abilities up my boat. I can easily start my film Zoo with VJ. Sarah. He's a guy, if the situation's serious, yes, VJ. The situation's so serious, VJ, that even when we're king queen, everything is so locked on us around the world. The only way we can make money, VJ, is starting a business with our own money. We can't touch the gatekeeper's money. Gatekeepers are never gonna let us touch a dime of their money, man. That's why I came with the keys. I have my own money. Because I mean, I was a 24 going on my book, I can start Scotch and with BJ, our own film studio business, and we're gonna make our billions off the Xanus brand, obviously. It's all worked out for the good, right? You know, God protected me. I can show you more snippets of Xanus. Hopefully, I can what? I have to go on my Hotmail. I hope I can find the file on my Hotmail. But it's a re-snippet, guys. I'm not showing you any new scenes. I don't want to spoil stuff for you. I'm sorry. Your book is sick. Oh, yeah, even when I reread your snippets of a book, yeah, Xanus is a book you can reread over and over again. As when I show you guys these snippets, you're still hooked, right? Yeah, I've read my book like 5 times already, 4 or 5 times, and I'm still hooked reading it. And sometimes when I read it, I pick up things I did not pick up before. Oh, I caught that. I was saying, yeah. I hope I can find the file on here. I can show you the file from my Hotmail, but I can't show you. I can't save it on my desktop. That's what's really. Yeah. I was sure it's very unique. Well, very unique. I didn't. Very unique. I didn't finish it. So you guys have already read all of chapter 1 of very unique, right? So. Open in Word, maybe that'll work. Okay, what scene should I show you guys? Okay. The thesis scene, no guys. I'm not gonna show you that. I can show you the scene This Horse is Thirsty again. Remember that, guys? So Ivan, you can work on your book. Yeah, I can work on my book on my Hotmail, but I can't save the file on my desktop. That's it, right? Yeah. I'll show that scene again. This horse is thirsty. Yeah, I found it. Okay, let me just scroll down here a little bit. Why can't I scroll down? What's going on here? Is this Word? Yeah, this is Microsoft Word. But I can't go down on my... Okay, there we go. You can read this. Let me just bring the phone closer.